Hi y'all, my name's Chris Weston, and I'm going to make a short video about Cave Springs outdoor equipment, Cave Spring, Georgia, and about my location. I am in Alabama, near Gadsden, Alabama, probably about an hour away from Cave Springs, Georgia. However, I'm also in a different time zone. So I wanted Cave Spring Outdoor Equipment. They are a dealer for Stihl and Ferris, to name two. Not sure what else, but I found them when I was looking for a Ferris ISX 3300 with the new for 23 60-inch deck that Ferris just came out with. Traditionally, they've had a 61-inch deck, which the cut quality was sometimes a little marginal with dull blades. Certainly the Skags were probably a little bit better than the Ferris. But I've been using Ferris mower for years. Love them. Love the suspension on them. I called them to find a Ferris ISX 3300 with the new for 23 60-inch deck and the 40 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Vanguard motor with the oil guard system, which is an oil guard system that you only have to change the oil like every, 500 hours or so. Anyway, Ferris, most of the dealers in the Southeast, is very hard to find that Ferris mower with the 40 horsepower Vanguard. You could find the 38 horsepower Kawasaki's all over the place with the 61-inch decks, but very, very hard to find. And you can find a few of the 40 horsepower Vanguards with the 61-inch decks, but very hard to find the new for 23 60-inch deck with the 40 horsepower Vanguard and the Ferris ISX 3300. I know it's a lot to kind of digest, but anyway, when I got on the phone with Cave Springs Outdoor Equipment, he said, hey, we do sell the Ferris zero turns, but we're also selling the Stihl commercial zero turns. And I had seen some information from some sort of trade shows where they had shown off some of the new Stihl zero turns that look very much like the Ferris mowers, but there's very, very little information, including from Stihl, about their new commercial zero turns. So anyway, he said, yeah, it's pretty much very almost bolt for bolt the same thing as the ISX 3300. We do have the new for 23 60-inch deck on the Stihl RZ960i, along with the 40 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Vanguard motor. So I said, how much? And they told me they were actually selling them for well under MSRP, well under what everybody else was selling them for. Now, I had called all over the Southeast looking for an ISX 3300. I'd also called around looking for prices and stuff, and just doing due diligence on the pricing on the Stihl RZ960Is, which again are the same thing as the Ferris and built by Ferris. So now the problem is that a lot of the new dealers that are carrying the Stihl commercial zero turns don't have sort of the knowledge. They haven't maybe sometimes been traditionally a Ferris dealer, so they're unfamiliar with them, and parts may be an issue. But Cave Springs Outdoor Equipment is already a dealer of Ferris commercial zero turns, so they've got all the parts, they've got all the history, the knowledge behind it all. And so I was thrilled. I ended up buying the mower from them and have been just ecstatic with the cut quality. Now, my grass at this point is this grass that I'm about to show you, and it's late in the afternoon. This grass is now, it's been cut over a week ago. So this is day number 8. So it doesn't look great right now, although it still looks very good. So it's due for a cut. Anyway, I called the Cave Springs Outdoor Equipment, or forgive me. Yeah, I called them on Friday, and of course, with the time difference, they'd already closed down. I messaged them on Facebook and said, hey, I'm having some issues with my Stihl because I parked it on Wednesday. And then my daughter found out the next day that it wasn't starting. So when I asked her to put it away. I I looked at it a little bit, couldn't really, nothing obvious was leaping out at why it wouldn't start. So started messaging them through Facebook Messenger at Cave Springs Outdoor Equipment Friday night. And he said, hey, you've only got 20 hours on it. This is way too soon for you to start having problems with that thing. He said, if you can't get this thing sorted out over the weekend, holler at me Monday morning. We'll figure out what to do. So I spent a good couple of hours with the multimeter on Saturday night trying to look at all the safety switches and fuses and stuff. I couldn't figure any of it out. And then I called them on the way to work this morning at very early this morning, and I got in touch. One of the owners or maybe one of the workers picked up the phone, and he said, hey, look, we're going to come to you and we're going to get this thing fixed. And I said, you do realize about an hour away and in another state? And he said, yeah, we appreciate your business. We're on the way. So I went to work, had a sales meeting, made a few calls, and then I called home and I said, hey, did they come and pick up the mower yet? And my daughter said, no, Daddy, not yet. And I said, well, go out there and take a look. She said, Daddy, the mower's gone. And I said, what? I said, they've already come? And she said, yes, sir. So that means that they would have had to have left pretty much right when I called. And I called, my daughter called me back a little while later and she said, Daddy, we've been inside. I didn't hear the dog barking or hear any noise or anything, but the mower is back. And I said, what? And so this is like over a couple hours, and it's an hour drive for them to get here. And I was like, what in the world? So I called Cave Springs Outdoor Equipment and asked them what was going on. They said, oh yeah, he went and he found a fuse that is not so easy to locate. Right there, that's the fuse that goes from the relay under the seat to the starter, and that thing had blown. So they came and swapped it out, and when I called them for the last time today, and I said, look, I'm blown away by the service. Let me give y'all some money because it's the least I could do. And I was just incredibly impressed. And they wouldn't hear of it. Let me get this cat. He's trying to kill these birds. Hey, come here. Kitty. Sorry, he's trying to eat these baby birds in this nest. So what I'm gonna do is throw him in the pool, and maybe this will curb his. So anyway, now maybe he'll think twice before he goes to trying to kill these birds. But I digress. Anyway, so they wouldn't take any money. It is service on a level commensurate with spending, I think, $17,000 on a mower that's only got 20 hours on it. And you know, it's easy to pick apart businesses and places that provide bad service, but we only very rarely give credit where credit belongs. And I'm telling you this, I love the mower. It's the best I've ever seen. Incredible. But I love the service even better. And I'm gonna tell you, I can go to a restaurant, the food can be subpar, but you know what? I want my drink full the whole time, no matter what. So in this case, the product is great and the service is even better. I say, you know, go and buy with confidence from K Springs Outdoor Equipment. They have, with this, they have earned a customer for life. My next thing that I'm going to buy is a lightweight. I've got the Stihl combi equipment, which you can swap power heads out on your weed eater. But I'm going to go get a lightweight one that my little girls can use. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy it from K Springs Outdoor Equipment because I think they're amazing. I would rather drive an hour each way and support somebody who supports me when I need it, like today. And I'll just show you this. This is my truck with a flat tire, and I haven't had a chance to do anything with it right now. It's just basically a hunting truck, but that's how I get around and haul the trailer and stuff and the zero turn. And I couldn't have made it there if I wanted to. And I haven't had time to mess with this tire because I worked too much. But anyway, K Springs Outdoor Equipment, I can't say heap enough praises on those guys. Give them a shout. If you're within an hour or even further, give them an opportunity with your business. This is a real testimonial from a real customer, and I have just absolutely floored with the service. Amazing service, great folks. Give them a call. God bless you. Now, I'll put the link to their business in the description of this video.